Hello everybody and welcome back into a brand new episode here on our beautiful channel. We are playing Soda Story Brewing Tycoon as part of our new series here on the channel. So thank you very much for that to each and every single one of you. And thank you ever so much for that, for your beautiful and amazing support so far here on the channel. So in today's episode we will be tapping into actually our soda bot build and automation to help with the little bits of actually getting deliveries actually set up ready to go. We have got a bit of research points as well and that to get sorted out, so we do need to try and get that leveled out soon, but we do need some extra bits of money here for this, so we just missed the delivery section there, but that's okay. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be popping into our blueprint book here, so our build, and we're actually going to be going with the soda bot. So it costs 310. You can place it really wherever you're wanting to place it, just briefly, and we do need to charge it with some water by pressing E, then going into F, and that to set all this up. So the automation is going from the output collection here where the drink area is over to the store, okay, which is our delivery area. So when that's all set up, we can then click the X, and there we go. Okay, and that is now going to help us to get everything all done. Now, what we are going to be doing now is, okay, we do need to come back into our build area, and we need to build 2 garden plots. So for 2 garden plots, what we're actually going to be using them for, okay, it's actually going to be for the spinach and for the apple. Now this might sound really weird, okay, but we will need them to do our next lot of drink. So we're actually going to be planting in our spinach, planting in our apple, and we're now going to give this 3 bits of water and 1 bit there because that was, yeah, and that's number 2 and that's number 3. Okay, so that's all now all underway. So let's just check our mail. Farmer Dawn. Hello WolfGamingUK, hopefully you remember me. I run the farm you worked at when you first got set inside. You seem to enjoy getting your hands dirty, so I'm sure you will be and you will do well on prisoners. I have a favour to ask of you if it's not too much trouble. In return, I can send through some cash and fruit flavour essence. I have an oversupply of fruit and vegetables. They're just not popular these days. If you could somehow drum up some interest by creating a soda that has only fruit and vegetable flavours in it together, I will be most grateful. Thanks and good luck. And Farmer Dawn. So this is why we've actually got our apple and our spinach to get this ready, and because that is what we are needing initially for the overall thing together. So let's first of all, let's get our lemon planted in, let's get a lime planted in, okay, and get that there all looking nice and yummy-licious. So we're just going to be filling this up here. Okay, it's still going very well. Okay, we are getting some form of cells in. Okay, and we then got our soda decks. Okay, so our discoveries of certain things as well, which we're going to be working on just a little bit more. So now that we've got 2 research points, and we're actually going to be doing a soda per brew. So right now we've only got 2 brews each time that it goes through. We're wanting to up that to 4. Now we could actually do it from 4 to 8 if we wish, to get that started as much as possible. So that's what we could potentially do. So it would then only then do 1.5 cases for per term round, or we can do it sorry, it would actually do 2 cases, okay, for per run. So that is going to maximize on our runnage for this here, you see. So straight away, just like this, times 2. So hopefully, if everything all goes well, this should now start producing everything what we are needing to kind of like do. So I'm hoping that this here is going to work quite nicely for that. As for our research side of things, okay, so this here should do 2 cases each kind of time, but we are probably going to just pop these here in, just get this up to 6, then hopefully another one when we can get that done. And that is what we're going to try and do for that. Now with this, we are going to work down this here as much as possible, so we do need to sort out for brewing speed, okay, and we also need to additional outputs available when brew speed sodas, brew and sodas per case are at tier 3. So we need in this here and this here both at tier 3 to get this here, then we can then get this one here sorted out eventually as well. What we're also wanting to do is to then do our advanced unloading, so our garden bot including our stock bot. By doing these 2 here, that's going to be really major, but we can't do this one here until we've got our modifier and then our brewing module. So yet again, that is actually quite important to try and get that done as much as possible. So what we are going to do is we're actually going to go in with our modifier upgrade. By doing that, we can then do our brewing module, okay, for part of the necessary area for this as well. So we are constantly trying to make this as easy as physically possible for one, which is really quite important for us to progress on in the game. But we also needing to make sure that we have got enough of these here as well, because we just physically cannot do too much around this basis here, you see. So we do need to make sure that we've got these which is the spinach and apple actually gathered up, so then we can then put the for maximum amount in to make sure that we've actually got that partly leveled out as well. So system, okay, so we made just shy of 1500. We just had over 1,000 total. It's 471. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Now we could actually do these 2 unique ones here and this one here quite easily, and that's what we're probably going to do actually just right now for this. So we are going to do a apple spinach flavor. Okay, we are going to make a new soda, and we are going to name that the Ammo Spin, and we are going to go with a dark green. We can't really select the thing what we're wanting to do straight away. Okay, we're going to put that into there and that into there. Okay, and that there is not really the best style thing. Okay, that's just one of those things, unfortunately, when we actually start looking at stuff like this. And then we're then going to grab our ginseng as well, because we're wanting just to put that into there, and for that reason, and we can then get 345 then for that there. So we're going to get that started. So it's going to add a bit of ginseng in, it's going to add the liquid in, and it's then going to add these 2 extra bits in then as well. So what we are going to do here, we're going to grab this here, and we're then going to do this here, okay, and we're going to add that one in as well at the same time. And we're going to open up this here, because this will give us a new bottle, which is fine, okay. And we're then just going to check our mail. And so this is from Dr. Soda. Damn, 2 sodas brewing at once, so you can't be stopped now. Anyway, you're probably just checking in any 2 flavors to create your sodas, although you can discover some good combinations by brute forcing things. It's much easier to analyze and flavor cubes and discover the other flavors they pair well with before you start a new brew. Flavor combinations that are rated above neutral give a bonus to the value of the final soda. Bad combinations take away from the value, but they can also give some interesting effects when consumed. I send you a blueprint and 4 flavor cube analyzer, and build one and analyze a cube of your choice, either manually or automatically. So thank you very much, and that is very generous of you, Dr. Soda. So first of all, what we are going to do is, at this moment of time, we are just going to be just sorting out these little bits here. Let's get these here chucked in so we can actually get some XP points, some experience points, and for this, because we need to try and get our next level of stuff ready to go, especially with the delivery side of things, and we're wanting to try and get that sorted, because we need to try and start making a bit more money as well while we're doing it. So I will pop into maybe a bit more for the research side of things and try and go through what I can to make things a bit more easier to try and understand. So we've got that there and that there, which is our lemon and lime. Okay, and we then got our spinach and apple there as well. We're going to pop up here, we're going to grab this and this as well. And we can then start doing some moving up on the blueprint. We're not going to get that built just yet. Well, actually, we do need to kind of build it just to get our next little section done. So what we are going to do is, right here, just because we've got a full issue of this here, okay, we can do this on our own like this here. So I chucked it in, I paid 25 in-game dollars for it. Okay, and shown to there, just like that. Shown to there like that. Onto there, onto there. Bring that in together. So we just need to make this a bit more higher. So it all goes into the little section right there. And that is what we are kind of like aiming for potentially, because that's just how it is for this at this moment of time. So we've got a mastery, we've got a research point as well, which is really, really good. I'm very happy with that. Okay, chuck that over to there, chuck that over to there. And what we are doing here, most of all, is that we are trying to potentially bring all these in as much as possible, just to allow us to bring it in just like that. So spinach and lettuce. So we got spinach and lettuce anyway, so we've actually got lettuce in there, so we can actually start growing that if we wanted to. Okay, and that's what we'll probably just do. It looks like we've actually got a vanilla essence as well, which is fine. And then let's just check our mail. So Dr. Soda, okay, I think it's time we take this into the next level. The best of soda brewers know that the only way they're going to break into the big leagues is by studying customer demand. I've locked the markets out for you. The production crew decided to keep it locked for the first week or so to create stupid reality TV drama. However, you have it unlocked early to use it to your advantage. Inside the app you can see all sorts of things to do with consumer demand. The list on the left displays the current demand for certain flavors of soda. You can also start marketing campaigns to target a particular customer demographic if you want to try and sway the market in a certain way. Now that you're probably asleep from reading all this text, go look at some numbers to wake yourself up, Dr. Soda. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Soda. I really do appreciate that. So what we are going to be doing is we are actually going to be popping down here. Okay, and we're actually going to be upping the shipping bay capacity from 10 to 20. So first of all, let's have a look at the brewing anyway. So our brewing is our advanced brewing, our soda per brew, sodas per case, brew speed, brewer output size, and essence cloner. You then also got your flavor combo upgrade, your modifier, your brewing module, flavor cube, recycler, flavor cube and fabricator, and also your advanced module. Then you go into your automation. So your advanced uploading, which is then going to lead on to your bot water saver and your garden bot, your stock pot, your bot infantry upgrade, your quad plot sprinkler, your bot upgrade there as well. Soda bot auto recharger, which is quite useful because that's one of those things. Drone sprinkler as well for your watering. So here, and that is all your bits here ready to make it a lot more easier. And here as well, that for your upgrading and your sprinkler system. Then when you've got your tech, which is your vehicle capacity, your shipping bay capacity, which I've just done one there. Your speed demons, okay, to try and get this down to very regularly on there. You find data when you've got quite a lot, and also a 2 additional delivery points unlocked, which is then available when the speed demons and fan data are at tier 1. So we can do those there after getting these up a little bit more, and that's going to allow us to then become a master shipper. You then got your green thumb, which then goes on to moist soul, your absinthe flavor, and your fertile soul, and that can then lead on to your brewing pro, which is actually done by your fruit soda breakthrough, your vegetable soda breakthrough, your weird soda breakthrough, and that is your big major ones there. So your miscellaneous is your master builder, which is going to be a bit of a savings on cost of building. Your cardio, your drum master, your master plumber, water cost reduced by 15%. For the first one, which we're going to probably try and look at to do when we start getting more into the season. Your VPN as well, which is your sabotaging, and also your drone loop master as well for that. to make that a lot easier. So this is pretty much everything here, and then up at the top right you can see how many of each one that you've got to do and how many you've actually done as well, and for that. So as I said, I would actually tap into that briefly, just to try and make things a lot more easier to actually understand. So your warehouse will get a little bit dirty, okay, and we then just need to tidy it up a little bit, as we are doing right now, because you will have rats running around. They will make things dirty, so we're just needing to make sure that we do that as well. I think we actually get XP from these as well, anyway. Yeah, so we do. So we actually get 2 XP from cleaning up a bit of dirt for that. So let's just drop this back into there very quickly, and let's come out here to then grab our harvest, which is really important. Let's make sure that we get the planting done as well at the same time, and then voila on that one, and one here, straight into there. We are making 71, 41 in that. We do need to try and make sure that we have everything going as much as possible for this, and then of course we can then just grab these here to get this here sorted out as well. So we're having to try our best at this moment of time to try and get this sorted. And let's have a look at our more friend here. Oh, cherry. Ah, that's a beautiful flavour cherry is. So we do have cabbage, cherry, avocado, vanilla, I thought I had something else. Oh yes, yeah. So our sorted decks here, our recipes, lettuce, spinach there is actually quite a good one there, but our lemon lime one there is actually quite a lot more nicer base for that. So this here is getting quite crazy at this moment of time, because this is just mental, because we just don't have a big enough fans to actually deal with this here. So we do need to slowly try and figure out what is the best way now to try and maximize on our sales. Well, literally the only maximum thing we can do on this is by actually coming to our deliveries here, okay, our delivery area here, and to up this here from 5 to 7. When we get a research point, we can actually do that straight away and get that done pretty much soon as, and that would then take 7 cases out literally at a time for that reason, and that's what we're going to try and work on as much as possible. So literally this game is more of a slow process one, especially for like your first few like half an hour to an hour base, right? Yeah, it's still quite a very intensive style kind of gaming wise. You can also see down here as well is how many research points, how many liters, how much it's costing you per hour roughly, and how many followers or people who like you. At this moment in time I've got 1,666 there for that, and so we can actually do some research, some bits into there as well. Now we can actually do this here, but it's try and get 10 bits. So we are actually going to go with 2 delivery vans for this. There we go. So we got 10 Oh, excuse me. And so we've actually got 10 going out straight away, and then having 5 brought in. So we will need to then start increasing then our other amounts up as well, just to try and get this entire thing moved on as much as possible, because our next one is at 1 a.m. For next shipment, which is kind of a bit weird because it's actually 2 a.m. With that, it's not actually 1 a.m. The timing on this is just a little bit off, just a little bit. So we do need to try and do that there as well. So we are getting this moved on, okay, and which is really quite exciting and quite amazing. So what we're going to do is here very quickly, okay, we're actually going to chuck our essence of strawberry into there. Come round here, let's actually investigate these here. So we will have to go through these a little bit more here to try and get this done, and it does actually refresh every single time. So as soon as you know that there's a certain thing which is trending, especially at one part, you need to make sure that you've got everything in it as quickly as possible and try and reach that main area as quickly as possible. So it might be best actually just to do two of these like so, for that reason. So we're actually going to do here some teen advertising at 250 an hour, okay, and that's what we're going to do there straight away. There we go. So so we've done a teen advertising, teen fans game, okay, and that's what we're going to be doing there as well. So hopefully our advertising is actually going to allow us right here to reach those numbers really quickly and really effectively. The good thing also about doing these games as well, but yeah, we can't really edit these games too much, and especially on this one, because it's always on a go, and it really is on the go, which is actually quite interesting and actually quite awesome. And I cannot believe that we've just done those so quick. So let's make things spicy. So we need to make a spicy thing, so we're needing something spicy and something lemon. So for that one, and we are going to go into that possibly in the next episode anyway, because that's just what we're needing, and we've got a donut flavor there as well. So let's just get this here. Okay, we've got this here, which is great. So let's build this straight up right now. Let's get this built at 700. That is perfectly fine as it is there today. So let's have a look at these here. Okay, we have actually got no water in these at this moment of time, so we need to make sure that we've got these. And what we do need to do is to make sure we have got everything all sorted. We've got this automated, and which we'll be doing in the next episode. We will be doing some automation stuff, and that's what we are going to be doing for that. Just to really make sure that we've actually got a full automating system ready to go. So first of all, let's just plant in these here very quickly. Okay, and we then got a lime, and we've got our lemon. So let's chuck in our lemon and a lime in. Okay, get that chucked in there as well. and that's looking all good there. So yeah, so in our next episode anyway, guys and girls, we are going to be working on possibly increasing our lemon amounts, because we do need a lot more lemon, and that's what we are going to try and work on to try and get this sorted. So first of all, let's just pop into here. Let's come into here. I'm actually going to get 3 of this here, because that's what we will definitely need to help us to get this started as soon as possible. So now that we've got this delivered, okay, we are going to just get these, bring this over to here, because we do need a lot of lemon, just to really keep up with everything as much as possible. So yeah, so this is what we are kind of working on now, which is actually not too bad if we really think about it. We could up it to that there to get 15, or we can do this one here. I will probably just chuck this up to another van actually, and we can actually get 15 taken out straight away. So we've actually got 15 in there, and we've actually got 15 what can be picked up every single time. So yeah, so that's what we are slowly working towards there. So like I said, in the next episode we are going to be tapping into all of our automation stuff and to actually build up all of our little garden bots and also our refilling bots, and including trying to do our other research as well to what we're actually needing to do. So just to confirm on that, we do actually need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more research points, which we are going to try and do in the next episode to get that unsorted. If we can't do it all next episode, it probably might be like a couple of episode 1 to try and get everything all set up for automation. So till next time everybody, and thank you very much for your beautiful and amazing support, and please do come back, again if you're not already done so, please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell so then you can be then notified when we upload a brand new video. Yeah, again, thank you, and stay safe everyone. My name is the Wolf. Thank you all, goodbye, stay safe, bye.
I love the chase.